Welcome to the Automation Studio version 8 Quick Start for the PLC Part 1, the Allen Bradley PLC program. Okay, once we're in Automation Studio, let's go select Project and let's use the default paper. Okay, once we have the paper available, let's go to Library Explorer and we're going to go to Pneumatic. And we're just going to stay with the basics. Okay, so let's select one pressure source, drag it over, and we need two exhaust sources, so we could drag one over and copy and paste it, or just use that. And then we're going to use a double acting cylinder. There we go. Okay, let's also drag our 5 two-way valve with a manual and a solenoid input. Drag it over. Good. Okay, let's zoom in. So let's go to View. And let's go to Zoom Plus so we can open it up. And let's go to Panning. Good, and once we have our arrow, let's go ahead and move. This is our pressure, so he's going to go in the center. This is our exhaust, he's going to go over here. And let's see if we can connect them by touching them. And let's move this one over once he finishes thinking. Okay, so we could go ahead and click. Click, 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 and we're connected. Once it turns black, it's connected. So I'm going to assume this one goes here, and I'm assuming this one goes here. If you click it, we can get a 90. Oops. There we go. Let's escape to clean it up, and we have everything connected. Okay, let's start simulating our circuit here. So let's go to Simulation, and we're going to do, where'd he go? Simulation, and we're going to do normal simulation. And let's go ahead and push our button here. And red is pressure and blue is return, and we have pressure against our cylinder inside here. Here's our piston. We filled this area with fluid and it's pushed, it's retracted fully. So let's go ahead and push the manual, and the valve moves, and now we have pressure across, up, and pushes the back of the piston extended, and our exhaust goes back through our exhaust port. And we go back the other way, and it goes to the first part. Okay, so let's add our PLC circuit here. So we're going to turn off our simulation, stop simulation. And we're back, and we're going to go to electronic, the JIC electronic control. JIC is Joint Industry Council. That means North America. So we're going to grab a PLC card, and we're going to bring it in right here. And we're going to take our PLC output card, and we're going to make sure that they're separated, and we want the in on left, out on right. And let's go ahead and go back to View, and let's zoom out. Make sure we have enough room. And let's pan it in there so it fits. Okay, so let's see if I can move this guy. Nope, he doesn't want to move. So let's go ahead and, oops, we need to bring our arrow back. So let's turn off our panning. Okay, now I have my, let's go ahead and do this. and do that. And let's see if we can put in we need lines and get power sources. So let's go to power. So I think we're going to use 24 volts. And we're going to use a common 0 volts. And that's good for now. Oops. Okay, so let's zoom in. Zoom window. Let's try that. So I could. All right. So let's. Oh, I didn't do that. There we go. And let's go ahead and put in a normally open push button into N0. Where'd he go? And I'm just going to call that PB1. And we'll change the name later if we don't like it. And hit the check mark. Okay, and let's go ahead and click, and we're going to tie into our 24. And let's click, and it's escape. Hopefully, oops, yeah, there we go. And let's go ahead and put our common, our 0 volt common. And good. So now we have a 24 volt through our switch into in, and we have a common which is into our input card. Okay, let's do the output card. So we're going to pan, see if I could get enough room to drag them over. There we go. And let's go ahead and use our 24 volt again. And we're going to use our 0 volt common on the bottom. And let's see if we can find a solenoid. I'll look for that in a minute. Let's go ahead and connect them, or at least connect the bottom one. Okay, let's add a solenoid for our valve. So we're going to go to output components, and I'm going to grab a solenoid DC AC, and we're going to call him, I think, A1. Let's try A1. If not, we'll change him. And let's click. Whoops. Let's escape so I could go ahead and get our, there we go. There's our connection. And our connection, and escape out of it. There we go, come on. There we go. And let's go ahead and zoom page and see what we got. And this is what we should have now. Good. Okay, let's insert a ladder diagram. So we're going to go down to our ladder for Allen Bradley, and let's move a rung, and we just grab the green circle and squeeze her down, and hopefully we can fit everything in there. And we could also let's just squeeze it down and see what we need here. There we go. We may need to move everything over in a bit, but that's fine for now. So let's go ahead and put in a normally opened. Okay, that'll be good. Okay, so let's put in our output coil. I'm going to drag it over, stab them in there, and we're going to call this alias out 0, because he's going to be tied into that card. Check marked. All right, and let's connect. Try again. Okay, that's good for. Okay, let's link our open contact. So I'm going to double click on our open contact. And we're going to go down till I find N0, and I'm going to double click on it. And we have it. E11N0. Good. And let's close out of that. Okay, let me change the name of our solenoid. So let me double click on it. And I'm just going to make that A+. That's what the diagram shows. Good. And now let's go ahead. Let's see here. Okay, let's close it out and see if it goes back. There you go. So let's go ahead and go to our solenoid. And let's find A+ in here. Whoops, right on top. And it looks like we're connected. Good. So let's see if it actually connected. And it did. Hopefully I didn't miss, but I think that's it. Okay, our circuit appears done. So let's go ahead and run the simulation. So simulation and normal simulation. There we go. And we have pressure, so let's go ahead and hit PB1. We get the input 0 lit, the contact is closed, it's energized, our out 0 is energized, and our out 0 on our output card, and our solenoid is energized. And our valve moved and extended the cylinder. So let's undo it, and the cylinder retracts and everything goes off. Works good.